What's up, guys? It's your man Donovan Sharp, and welcome to Volume 6 of Donovan's Den. Last week I talked about 5 of the most inconspicuous slut tells, and once again, I got great feedback from you guys. I'll actually read a couple here. Softly with a Big Stick says, dude, I didn't even think about this stuff, but looking back, my soon-to-be ex-wife had 3 of these. Thanks for pointing this stuff out. I'll know what to look for next time. LHD says, quote, Donovan, you're like a sage or something. I thought this girl I was banging was really sweet at first, and then I found out she used to be a fat girl, so I thought she would stay that way, and then he puts in parentheses, because, you know, fat girls like that have to develop a personality to make up for their fatness, lol. Anyway, he continues. He says, for long story short, I found out she was a huge hoe before I met her. She cheated on me, so I dropped her. Then I found her on Tinder. And then last but not least, Bill W says, quote, spot on analysis, my friend. This stuff is solid gold and men should listen to this before hitting the dating scene. So you guys are definitely benefiting from this stuff and putting this knowledge into practice. And listen, this is exactly what I set out to do when I started this series. So I'm always happy to hear when men out there are getting something out of my content. Well, today I am going to continue with these not so obvious slut tells, and we're going to continue with number 6 through 10. So let's go ahead and get to it. Number 6, she grew up in a Christian home or with strict parents. And I put that in air quotes, and I'll explain here in a little bit. A lot of women like to mention the fact that they were raised by strict parents or raised in a Christian home to give men the impression that they're good girls, meaning they're not sluts. Anytime a woman says, I'm a good girl, she's never referring to anything other than sex, guys. She's not talking about her good personality. She's not talking about her good sense of humor. She's not talking about her good heart. Okay, she's not talking about any of that stuff. She's talking about not getting fucked by a bunch of dudes. She wants you to believe that she's got morals and that she's got discipline, which means she's not a slut. This is exactly what she means when she says, quote, I'm a good girl. Now, back in the day, being raised in a Christian home or having Christian parents, which a lot of times were the same thing, it really meant something. Okay, listen, girls who had parents who kept her away from boys, kept her away from dating, kept her away from riding in cars with boys, parties, etc., really behavior that's conducive to slutty behavior, usually turned out to be pretty decent. They turned out to be decent women, and the reason for that is because her upbringing was led by a strong father. Mothers also used to be important to girls because they taught their daughters how to be feminine, how to cook, how to take care of a man, the importance of being a good mother and a wife. Fathers were also very important because the strong father would show his daughters the kind of man they should look for in a husband and a father for her children. They also fiercely protected the chastity of their daughters by keeping them away from boys and keeping boys away from them. Listen, guys, we don't have any more fathers out there who sit in their easy chairs cleaning their guns, glaring at their daughter's, I guess, first date or their boyfriend, confirming with this kid a half a dozen times that he's going to have his little girl back home no later than 8 o'clock, okay? That intimidation factor, we don't have that anymore. That doesn't exist anymore, and neither do strict parents. At least parents who put in a concerted effort to protect their daughters. The only thing strict parents really do these days to qualify as being strict is making a bunch of rules and getting loud while they make them. And really the only repercussions there are to breaking rules these days is getting their phones taken away. And even then, these girls break out their emergency phones and they start texting the 8 guys they're fucking at school, or they'll use their tablets. There's always a way around it. Now, on the flip side, there are parents who literally put their daughters in prison, which is absolutely necessary to make sure they're still virgins. So they don't allow her to do anything. No boys, no parties, no school dances, no social media, no phone, no none of that. Now, this would be a good thing, okay, normally. But then what these parents do is they quite literally throw all their hard work away by allowing her to go to college, a 4-year school. So now you've got an 18-year-old girl who's probably a virgin, has never dealt with being pursued by boys. She's never dealt with boys being interested in her. Has never had a boyfriend, never held hands. You turn her loose on a college campus where everybody's fucking everybody. She's got friends who are fucking a bunch of guys, and it doesn't take her long to rebel against her parents and fuck every guy in every frat on campus. And don't get me started on preachers' daughters, guys. Preachers' daughters are the sluttiest of them all. Girls who were raised in strict Christian homes are epic sluts before they go to college as it is. Listen, preachers' daughters already, as it is, they already have porn star worthy notch counts before they turn 18. I know this to be true because I witnessed it up close and personal. Guys, I've been a part of many, many youth groups coming up, and everybody's fucking everybody. It's just like a college campus. It may as well be. It's under the guise of God. Preachers' daughters always end up as sluts, guys. Don't kid yourselves. So if a girl tells you she was raised by strict parents, her notch count is easily in the triple figures as soon as she got a little bit of because as soon as she got a little bit of freedom, guys, she didn't know how to act, okay? Which means she took a lot of cock in a very short period of time while she was at college. If she tells you she was raised in a Christian home, okay, she got on the carousel early, like, I don't know, 15 or 16 years old, and by the time she meets you, she's had at least one abortion and maybe even an STD. If she was a preacher's daughter, do a Google image search on her and make sure you don't find her on a porn site. To hear the last 4 slut tells that most men are unaware of, but absolutely should be, subscribe to Donovan's Den today for just $5 per month on Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Donovan Sharp, go to the right-hand side of the page, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.